Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
To throw, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets it complete to Harris. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. 17-0 our score after 1. Second and 5. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. They run with McCaffrey off the option. Shelling through the defense. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll vice, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Draymond Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that stems the tide just a little, but this still a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that was a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to go.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd down at 5. Play action now. Bridgewater. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Bridgewater now. He finds his man, complete. That's Brewer. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Push him back.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Play fake. Bridgewater. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Teddy Bridgewater with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's got his target, Harris. Touchdown, Carolina. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And up past the 35. A very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They go play action. Bridgewater. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. He completes it to Ridley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the guard, Cody Ford. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
I'm the best in the game.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now back to throw. Harris has it over the middle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. From the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he's able to get in there and make a great play.
And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Back to throw again. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to look deep down the field. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take over.